Well, very good morning, everyone. It's George Beyrouthi here, giving you the market report for Thursday morning, the 18th of May, 2023. Well, we see when we wake up this morning, we found that the Dow Jones was up 1.2% or 408 points. The S&P 500 was up 1.2%, and the Nasdaq Technology Index was 1.3%. Tesla was up 4.4%. to $173.86 US, and Apple was up 0.4%. BHP and Rio were both up in New York. BHP was up 1.7% and Rio was up nearly 2%. In Europe, the Stoxx 50 index, which comprises most major European markets, was actually slightly up 0.2%. The FTSE was down 0.4%, and the CAC in France was down 0.1%. However, the DAX in Germany was up 0.3%. The futures indicate that most likely the market will open up 41 points, and yesterday the ASX 200, our market gauge containing the top 200 stocks, was actually down 35 points or 0.5%. Gold trading at 1,982, let's call that 83, 1,983 US per ounce, up $1.40. And silver was steady at $23.92. Brent was up 2.5%, and West Texas crude oil up 0.1%. Iron ore price was steady at $106.84 US per tonne. The Australian dollar trading at 66.58, and the 10-year yield in America 3.57%, down 0.34%, and in Australia the 10-year yield trading at 3.477, slightly below, that's actually 0.1% below the US. Bitcoin this morning trading at 27,300, and that converts to approximately 41,000 Australian dollars. Okay, let's have a look at our market, our trading portfolios. On the weekend, we found that last Friday, the ASX was down 0.5%. However, across the four portfolios, we actually outperformed the market. The conservative portfolio was up 0.4%, and the volume portfolio was up 2.2%. And the aggressive was down 0.2%, better than the 0.5% for the ASX 200, and the momentum was also down 0.14%. Now, if you look at over the week, we found that the ASX 200 was down 0.3%, and we did better 3 out of 4 portfolios. The momentum portfolio was the worst, down 0.7%. However, if you look at what happened when we started to trade on the 7th of July 22, remember we closed all our positions last year before the end of June, and we set on $250,000, and we started to trade on the 7th of July. Well, since that date, the ASX 200 was up 8.8%. However, we did better with the conservative portfolio, was up 16.8%. The aggressive was 6.2%, and the volume was 8.2%. Okay, well, you might want to know what's inside these trades. So we go here and we look at the stocks. We found that in here, the conservative portfolio, the best trade was actually mineral resources, 29.5% up. Whitehaven coal, 33.3%. And BHP up 28.8%, and ANZ was up 7.2%. The Commonwealth Bank, strangely enough, was down 3.4% since the 7th of July. This is up to date, right? And Oh, by the way, you can find here that the Commonwealth on Friday was down 0.9%, still trading below the $100. Remember, the highest level was actually $106, $107 Australian. Now, in the aggressive portfolio, Siona giving us 23.5%. Lake Resources, by the way, recovered, even though it was down 1.6% on Friday, recovered from down 40% a few weeks ago. So there is a bit of recovery on the lithium, and also lithium core lithium. Core lithium is actually up 10.2%, was also down at one stage. Coronado 10.7%, and Appen nearly 11%. Yancoal at one stage was giving us nearly 30%, still up, but only 9%. And in the volume portfolio, we're up 8%. Life 30 is the one that actually has been quite a successful trade. And I want to see now what's happening with Life. I'm going to give you the chart and see what happened to Life today. Actually hasn't done a great deal. Looking here, we move it. Sorry. Lithium, Life 360, slightly down, not a great deal, but still actually opened much lower and recovered to 6.7. Hi, Chris.
G'day, George. How you going?
You must have been very, very busy this morning.
It is a bit like that at the moment. I've got a couple of people waiting, but I was touching base. I might be trying to push it too much if I play this afternoon. Just that afternoons can be changed pretty quickly. Friday morning.